What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another DIY video. We're actually not working on the G80 or the 2002 today. We're actually working on my buddy Kevin's 2002 E46 M3. We've got some carbon fiber side skirt extensions that we're going to be installing in today's video. So let me show you what we've got. So before I show you these side skirt extensions, if you're not aware of what these are, it's just more of a cosmetic modification. I've basically ran them on majority of my cars at this point. My G80 does not have them at the moment, but I do have my old ones from my last G80, so I will be putting them on this car at some point. But Kevin's car, we recently put on a front lip, carbon fiber front lip on that car, and so just to make it flow a little bit better, he wanted to add some carbon fiber side skirt extensions, and then eventually I think he's going to also do a carbon rear diffuser just to tie it all in. But the install should be pretty relatively simple. I'm not sure if they are pre-drilled, so we're going to take a look at that when we unbox everything. But these side skirt extensions are from POM Performance, so a link will be in the description below for POM Performance's website. They sell a ton of different BMW parts, not only for the E46 but also E92s, a bunch of different models. So check out POM Performance if you're looking for a set of these carbon fiber side skirt extensions. So the install process should be pretty simple. I typically like to drill them into the side skirts and use some hardware, either self-tapping screws. You know, some people actually take the entire side skirt off and use nuts and bolts. In my experience, that's totally not necessary. So we'll probably shoot a couple screws through, and pretty much all you need is some hardware for that and a drill bit. So it should be a pretty simple install. Both left and right sides are going to be the exact same process.
Put on.
All right, here's a recognizable car that's been in here plenty of times. It's a little bit different this year for 2024. We've got some new Apex Arc 8s, and what lip is this?
The GT4 lip.
GT4 lip.
Some guy named Skyline, I think, on Instagram. I'd have to look him up. I forget his actual name.
So he just has these or makes
Skyline
these?
CX. He sells wheels, seats, quite a bit of stuff.
Interesting. Well, so the lip has been holding well, considering how low it is. But since we've added the lip, Kevin's decided to add the side skirts just to match, and then eventually probably a diffuser.
Yep.
So these are from POM Performance. What was the price again?
$320 on sale plus $80 for shipping, so $400.
$400. All
I
right.
didn't see any taxes on there either, so that was strange.
Well, it's a small company, so so the good thing is they did mark these. So this is for the right side and the other one is for the left side. So we're going to go ahead and open these up. They are nice and thick, which I actually prefer. I've had lots of side skirt extensions with different cars, and some of them are super thick or some are super thin and super flimsy. And these are nice and thick, which I prefer personally. It should last longer.
They're kind of angled, aren't they?
They do have a little bit of angle. They kind of flare out a little bit. So this is the right side. Again, they were marked. So yeah, Kevin's right. They do flare out a little bit because it's thinner here up at the front of the car. It kind of flares out to the back.
You come with a scratch there in the middle?
This?
Yeah.
Nope. Nope, just fingerprints. So this is 2x2 weave, matches the front lip. It's the driver's side. So these are not pre-drilled, but you can see how this is full carbon. The back side is not, obviously, but the top layer here is carbon. And the inside you can kind of see. So it's 2 layers. It's not pre-drilled, so you can see there's little spots there for holes. So we'll probably drill a hole here, 2, 3, 4. That might be enough. And we also have some heavy duty 3M tape, right?
Yep.
Not that stuff. You have the heavier duty stuff or no? Oh wait,
No,
we used that.
That's just what came with
Oh yeah, okay. So it did come with this 3M tape,
it. Was
Scotch.
It's not the heavy duty one.
It's not the heavy duty one, but I think this will be fine. So this with some screws, and we should be good to go. So we're gonna jack up one side. We'll start here on the whatever passenger side, I guess, first. Jack it up, get up in the air, and then we can kind of figure out where we need to drill holes. All right, so we've got the car up in the air on the jack right there temporarily, and we've got our tape. So we're gonna go ahead and put tape down on this black side all the way down. And then after that, we're gonna pre-drill some of these holes. So this is how we are applying tape, just straight down the line here.
All right, so next order of business, we're gonna take a microfiber towel and a little bit of soapy water. Here, I'll get you a good one. We're gonna clean the bottom of the side skirt, but we did already apply the tape. So what I like to do typically when I do side skirt extension installs is to use the tape to hold it up there. And then we're gonna go and pre-drill with our drill bit. So I've got a couple screws here. This is the screw that we're gonna use. So I'm gonna use a slightly smaller bit. I've got an 1/8 inch bit on here. So I'll probably use that bit to pre-drill holes, and then we're going to come back with the screws. And you don't want to go too big because you want the screw to grab, but you want to pre-drill because if you don't and you use a self-tapping screw, it ends up kind of binding the plastic on the backside or on the underside of the side skirt. So that's why we pre-drill the hole a little bit smaller than the actual screw, and then we can use a Phillips to tighten them. So
All right. So Kevin's cleaned the bottom of the side skirt here. We're gonna go ahead and pull this tape off. Maybe let's do a test fit real quick. Go the front and the back.
To the front, that's fine.
Okay. Let's do a little test fit before we make sure this fits okay.
Test fit's good.
We're gonna go ahead and pull the tape off. Unless you want to leave it like that. Make sure the tape's down all the way down. Just want to leave it like that first.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna pull it. I don't think it's strong enough.
Yeah. And then we're gonna line up the carbon to the front here and the carbon to the back. And then when you're close, you're ready.
Hey, let me do my side first.
all right, little progress report. So there were 4 areas for pre-drilled holes, but I'm actually adding additional because 4 is not enough. So I added one back here to hold this back part of the side skirt. I added one here, and now I'm kind of going down the line. I added one in this designated spot. I'll do one here in this designated spot, one here, and I already put one down there as well. So typically what I like to do is I like to start on one side and work my way down. But in order to make sure this was properly aligned, I did one here first, and then we did one down there, and now I'm working my way down the line. So just because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 spots total doesn't mean you can't add more. So this is why pre-drilling comes in handy. So again, I'm using an 1/8 inch bit. I'm using these screws right here, which I'll give you the size here in a minute. And we're just gonna go down the line. All right, next one. Going to hold this up for me.
Yep.
Also, I'm hand tightening these with a Phillips. Rather do it by hand than using a drill. Hold this part up wherever you want it. Good?
Yep.
Oops, sorry. Okay. Alright, just keep working down the line here.
Yeah, I feel like that side's always going to be slightly off, but that's what it is. We'll just keep going down here.
Yeah, just make sure Emily and Elena don't step on this. Next one, ready? surprised I only did 4 holes, because I think I've done like between 8 and 12 on every single car. Really don't want this flying off when you're going 120 down the road, or whatever.
E46, man. They don't go 120.
Well, it's sucking up there pretty good. All right. Well, so that's all 4. I would definitely put some more there, so you can feel it moving. Yeah, so if you guys can see, so like I said, I added one extra back here. I've got the 4 designated ones in, but you can see it's flimsy. You can see a little bit of light coming through. So we're gonna add, I don't know, may add another one back here too, just for extra support. So we'll continue going down the line here. All right, so as you guys can see, we've got it all pretty much on there. We've got a bunch of screws in, but we did move the jack back here because there is one spot where I want to drill and screw, which is actually right where the jack point is. So we have to move it back there, relift it, and I'll put my final screw in over here. All right, passenger side is down. Boy, that looks dope. So we ended up putting 14 screws. Contrary to the little cutouts of where they have 4, just was not enough. And for proper fitment, we added quite a few more, and the tape didn't do very much, so we didn't want to have any gaps, and this is not going anywhere at this point. Super solid. Nice and solid. So I will say, when you do add side skirt extensions, you do want to be more careful with a jack, and obviously people getting in and out because you're adding that additional overhang, so you don't want people stepping on that. But also with a lowered car, you'll likely have to drive this car up on blocks in order to, or like a 2x4 or something, in order to get the jack underneath not only the side skirt but all the way up under to the jack point. So looks really good though. All right, so the passenger side is finally complete, and we can move on to the driver's side. So exact same process. We might adjust where we're gonna put the tape on this one because it really didn't do much on the other side. And finally, the driver's side is on. This one fit a little bit better, so we only used 13 screws on this side, but 13 on this side, 14 on the other. It's kind of a close-up. Looks really good. Obviously, the suspension needs to settle here in the rear still, probably on both sides. But the question now is, do we add rear bumper skirts? Because Kevin will likely get a rear diffuser, correct?
Yep.
So do we add rear bumper skirts? I typically, when I do a whole, extensions and stuff on the bottom, I typically do rear bumper skirts too, but there's only like one version on the market, and it's really bulky looking, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, ultimately Kevin's car, so he can do whatever he wants, but unless he finds a bulky diffuser. But if you guys have recommendations for rear bumper skirts and a diffuser that kind of matches this setup with the skirts and the front lip, leave a comment below. And pull this out here in a minute and show you guys what it actually looks like out there, but that's a wrap. Oh, and if you're looking for size screws, we used number 10. I used a combination of 1.5 screw or 1.5 inch number 10s. And these are black. These are just some random screws that you can buy from eBay. Here's the brand if you need to buy these, but they're all Phillips head screws, various sizes. So I think I used a few 1.5 inch number 10s, and then I used some 1 inch. So that was more than enough to get the job done. The tape didn't really do much. I would recommend using some heavier duty tape, automotive tape. But other than that, pretty good, happy, and yeah. right, guys, that wraps up today's video for the E46 carbon fiber side skirt extension install. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. Again, these were from POM Performance. If you are looking for a set of these, I will have a link in the description below. And yeah, Kevin's car is really coming along. It looks fantastic. And let us know in the comments below, what do you think in terms of rear diffuser and for rear bumper skirts? We would love some opinions, and we will definitely take those into consideration. But I think, you know, it will need those things in order to complete the whole exterior. So anyway, thanks for watching. And again, plenty of content coming, mostly on the G80, and we will pick up on the 2002 here at some point soon. So thanks for watching again. We'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Talk to you guys later.